Hello and welcome to this screencast vlog by myself, Richard Effendale, and I'm here at Priory Community School. And this is an article from our friends at Inner Drive, and you can see the people who produced this article that was sent out to schools today, and it was shared with all staff at Priory by Mr. Ian Shopland. So thank you, Mr. Shopland, for that. I just wanted to share this with parents and students on some top tips on how to learn from home. Now we're coming towards the end of the second week of this distance learning due to the situation we find ourselves in with COVID-19. I thought it was useful just to talk through this 6 good habits to get into as a student during this time. I've got some feedback from various parents about how we can help a little bit more, and I just thought it was worthwhile sharing that with you as students, but also as parents. So the first one I'm going to look at is prioritize schoolwork along with self-care. So on our website, through our online learning page, you've got access to all the Google Classrooms. You scroll down on that page as well, there are loads of hyperlinks to other websites, to resources from Pixel. You don't even need to log in to Google Classroom. There is lots and lots of work there for you as a student to do. There's almost too much work there for you to do. We're asking you to do, or asking you kindly to do a couple of hours a day. You're not in school. The school day is different. Okay, when you're here, that's where your focus is. At the moment, it's about staying at home and staying safe, and making sure you and your families are safe. So a couple of hours of school work a day, that'd be during the school week, it's great. There's plenty of work there for you to look at and have a go at. Your self-care is important, okay? Making sure that you look after yourself and you're eating the right things, drinking the right food, water, and so forth, and making sure you and your family are safe. Number 2, create a to-do list at the start of the week for some added structure. So lots of our subjects are posting work in weekly chunks, which I think is really useful. Also, if that work has been posted for you and there's lots of work, just say to yourself, right, I'm going to do half an hour there of English and half an hour there of geography and half an hour there of PE. That is absolutely fine. You might decide I'm going to do an English day, a maths day, a DT day, a French day. That's absolutely fine as well. But create your own to-do list of what you want to complete by the end of that day. And if you can plan it for the week, it gives you a focus, so you can have the right level of work across that entire week. And do that weekly. That gives you a structure as well. Number 3, and this is talked to a parent last night who I know through running, and saying that some of the youngsters are spending a bit longer in bed than they normally do. I get that. I understand that. The issue that you're going to have is it's going to really mess up your sleep cycles. That will have an impact on everything else. Try to stay in some sort of routine, not because of school. That's not what I'm saying to you, but for your own physical, mental, and social health. If you can keep yourself in a structure, in some sort of timetable of the week, okay, it's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel that you've got a purpose and you're doing something. So try to go to bed on time. Try to get up at a healthy time. This allows your body to stay in that routine. Sleep is absolutely essential to your well-being, as well as learning. So try to keep into a routine for that. Number 4, make sure you're getting enough nutrients. I've talked about that a little bit before. We can't all live on crisps and chocolate. Believe you me, I've tried, and it's not good. You have to make sure you're eating the right food. So plenty of fruit and vegetables if you can get it, water. Just make sure you're eating a balanced diet. Okay, not too much snacking and so forth, and it's difficult to do, especially in this current climate. But try just be aware of it. Once you're aware of it, you'll feel you've got a bit more control over it. Number 5, absolutely key, especially for somebody like myself, getting some exercise and fresh air at least once a day. If you're fortunate enough to have a garden, that helps. But going out and walking with dogs, going out and going for a walk with your family, be able to do some sort of exercise, obviously following government guidelines, absolutely essential. That is key, right? Getting a little bit of exercise from your house, from your door, is really important. And getting outside and getting some daylight on your body and seeing that daylight really makes a big difference. And number 6, we are social animals. As human beings, we are social animals. We like to socialize with our friends and family. We obviously can't do that at the moment as much as we'd like to do. and we can't see friends at all. So video calls, things like FaceTime, there are video conferencing, Google Hangouts and Zooms. Be careful, obviously, with in terms of what you're putting out onto the internet, and use proper use your common sense about what you're doing with the internet and so forth. But it is important to talk to your friends and family, maybe who don't live with you, via social media, via video calls, via phone calls. Absolutely essential. And we are lucky that in this day and age that we do have things like FaceTime and Zoom and things like I'm using now, Loom, to record and create videos and pieces of video and resources like this. Well, I hope that's been useful. I just want to finish on a message for students and parents. You're doing really well. Okay, follow the government guidelines. That's really important to stay safe and beat the virus that is around at the moment. Okay, parents, we're not asking you to be teachers. Okay, you can only do your very best, and you are doing a great job. Keeping your family safe and at home is your priority, and I admire you for that. We just want to say a huge thank you from all of us here, because you're supporting the whole nation by doing that. So, parents, thank you. We know it's really tough, but you're doing a great job. Students, please don't get overwhelmed. There is a lot of work out there for you to do. We're doing that to support you and your parents at home. So you've got things to do, things to work on in terms of your knowledge and your learning. But you're not expected to do 5, 6, 7 hours of work a day like you normally do when you're in school. Okay. Put that structure in place, as we said in number 2, a to-do list, maybe 3 key things you want to achieve that day in terms of your schooling, 2 to 3 hours a day during the week in terms of schoolwork, and then use the rest of the time to help out around the home, help out with some hoovering, laundry, tidying your room, some gardening, dishwashing, whatever that might be. But don't get too overwhelmed. Keep that structure, and we will come through this situation, and this structure will really help you in the future. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found this useful, and I'm sure we will see each other again soon. Keep an eye on our website for further information. Please feel free that you can email me at the school. My email is on the website if you need any help with learning. Thank you.